time to talk some cricket now on the SportsMax Zone as we switch our focus to the upcoming Regional Women's Super 50 Cup, which bowls off in St. Kitts and Nevis on Monday. Well, all 6 teams have now confirmed their squads for the tournament. Of note is that half of the teams will feature players making full senior captaincy debuts, with Rashada Williams taking the reins for the defending champions Jamaica, Aliyah Alain stepping up for Barbados, and Zeta James leading the Windward Islands. While Ashmin won't skipper Guyana, the 21-year-old who led the West Indies to the inaugural Women's Under-19 World Cup in 2022 and skippered her country to West Indies Rising Stars Championship in 2023, has seen her influence translate to the senior setup by being appointed deputy to the Guyanese captain, Charmaine Campbell. Munisa joins us via Zoom to discuss her journey and to look ahead to what could be a Genesis season for youngsters like herself. Good afternoon, Ashmin. How are you doing?
Hi, good afternoon. I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm so happy that you could join us on the show. You're the vice captain for the Guyana Jaguars. Talk to me a bit about, that role and how preparation has been coming along for this big competition.
Well, for any competition, it's always nice to have some sort of responsibility, and it's really great having Minnie as the captain, and she's a very good person for me to learn from, and it just shows the depth of our team and the future and us looking forward to the future.
Yeah, and in 2023, you had that responsibility of being the under-19 captain for, of course, the Windies team. What have you learned, Ashmin, from those roles that you would have assumed before? When you reflect now and you look back on those roles, what would you have learned?
For me, it was just about how well I could handle being responsible for an entire team, how well I can lead and set an example for others. And it just helped me in a case where I knew that I had to lead from the front, and it helped me understand my role a bit better.
Yeah, and earlier this year, you got the opportunity to play with the big girls, and you played against teams like Bangladesh and India. I think you were put in a couple of pressure situations. How were those for you?
Like you said, with the big girls, it's all a learning experience. It's always great to be with the seniors, but in the pressure situation, I think you just want to come out on top, and I think it didn't happen. But like I said, it's all about the learning experience and how much better I can go back, work, and come and be better the next time.
Yeah, and you're pretty young, so I have to ask you, when did you recognize that, you had this love for cricket, and why cricket? Why not like football or,
Well, my neighbor, he was a national under-19 player for Guyana, and I would literally he would come over, I would knock a few balls, play with him, and then I started playing competitive cricket in high school, and that's where I just fell in love with the game. And well, I didn't really play any other sports, so that was it.
Who was that under-19 player?
Kasim Khan.
Kasim Khan. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Ashmin, we spoke this week as well with Zeta James, and we are all happy to see young players like yourself. Zeta is only 20 years old, you're 21. Making a mark. You represented the West Indies in the past couple of months against Bangladesh, India, New Zealand, and you played against England as well. How do you feel about the development of your game and arriving on the international stage?
Well, I think for myself, definitely it feels good to be there, but it just goes to show that when you work hard and when you set your mind to something, you can always achieve it with hard work. And a lot of times being in the senior team is just about going out there and executing at the highest level.
Yeah. How do you feel about the tournament coming up, starting on Monday, though, Ashmin? Because the Guyanese have not been a dominant team in this tournament in the past. I heard your coach on radio in the past 24 hours suggesting that if you if you get your batting improved, the team's batting improved significantly on last year, then you could challenge for the title. How has preparation gone, and what are your views on what the coach said about the team's batting?
Well, I think last year we finished as runner-ups in the tournament. So I think that's something great for the team to just keep working harder this year and go that one step more. About the batting, we know that our bowling has probably been our stronger suit. But with the batting, like you said, we just need to come hard and just execute as well as possible.
Yeah. The Jamaicans will be defending the title. In the past, we know that Trinidad and Tobago have been champions as well. The Windwards have an improving setup for sure. Who do you consider to be your most challenging opponents in the next couple of weeks?
I honestly don't want to pinpoint anybody because then it will look as if, oh, well, then we're degrading the others. So I just think all the teams are just as competitive as the others, and we'll be looking forward to playing each and every one the same cricket.
Yeah. What's your plan for your opening game on Monday?
Just go out there. I think get a feel of it, get our bodies into the game, and well, most of all, just get everything right. I think we have a couple of training days before, so just get into that rhythm and just take it into the game.
Yeah, and Ashmin, from the time that you've been following cricket, who would you say is somebody that you really look up to, or you model your game from that person?
Well, Virat Kohli used to be my role model. Well, he is still my role model, but then I really look up to Hayley. She's an off spinner. I'm an off spinner, and she can really bat. So yeah.
Yeah, and what has been like conversations with her? Have you learned anything from being around the senior women setup? Is she somebody that you can approach if you want to work on your game, or there's something in your game that you feel needs assistance?
Yeah, definitely. I'm a person, I always have a question, and she always have an answer, and she's always willing to explain things, even to the deepest part for me. And that's something I really appreciate. And also, it's really nice learning with the girls and being around them.
Yeah, and what would you be hoping to achieve come this Super 50 season?
Well, I'm not really setting too many goals. I just want to finish the tournament well, have a good economy, and well, a good economy brings wicket. So I'll just be working on that, and everything should fall into place.
Yeah, and from the lineup that you saw, which team do you think would be your biggest opponent? I was shocked to see Anisa Mohammed back in the Trinidad and Tobago setup. I mean, we know what Anisa Mohammed has done for cricket on the whole and for women's cricket. She has set a certain legacy. So Brittany Mohammed, Brittany Cooper, as a part of the Trinidad setup. I mean, they're being coached by Marissa. Looking at the Jamaica setup, they look very, very strong. Barbados has the Knight sisters. So which one, in your estimation, will be your toughest hurdle?
I honestly can't say. Like I said earlier, we're just looking forward to playing good cricket and playing the same cricket against every team the same way.
All right. Well, Ashmin, it has been a pleasure chatting with you here on the SportsMax Zone. We look forward to seeing how you and your team go about your business, and I know we'll talk again really soon.
Yeah. Thank you very much for having me.
Not a problem. So, Ashmin Munissa over there, very, very intelligent young girl, and she started off the year good. I mean, for the opportunities that she got so far, I think she started off pretty well.
Yeah, pretty articulate, and I like her clarity of thought. And she, even though she didn't specify her goals for the tournament, you can see that she is focused on delivering strong performances. She didn't, identify in numbers exactly what she would like to do. But I like how she carried herself on in the interview just now. And their opening game will be against Barbados, I think, on Monday.
Yes.
And Barbados are a pretty strong team. They've been former champions as well. So,
but no Hayley.
Yeah, well, they're still strong without Hayley, I think. So it will be a good tester for Guyana in their opening game.
Yeah. All right, well, the first round action for this season's Regional Women's Super 50 Cup bowls off on Monday with a triple header. The Windward Islands face the Leeward Islands at St. Paul's, Barbados oppose Guyana at Connery, while Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago go head-to-head at Warner Park. All matches start at 10 a.m. Eastern Caribbean time. That's 9 if you're in Jamaica. All right, we're going to take a quick break and come right back.
Recruit me. I asked him, I said,